Hey, Tony's here with Tony'sPicks.com. It's NBA three-pack. Ramon Scott to join me here, so we'll go ahead and bring Ramon in right now for this card here on Thursday. Ramon, what's happening?
Hey, great, Tony. Good to be with you again. Brought you a couple winners last night. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again indeed. So let's get started here with the NBA rundown. A three-pack from Ramon here for the card on Thursday. We begin here with the Nets and Pistons going head-to-head here. We see Brooklyn favored 2, total 215.5.
Yeah, well, both teams are in pretty bad shape right now, but we're going to preview the total here in this one, Tony. I don't think there's going to be very many points scored in this one. We are seeing a lot of pressure to the under already here. You see the 215.5 here. It's probably going to even go lower as you folks are watching this video. Brooklyn's gone under in 10 of their last 14 games, including their last 5 on the road. They're also 10-18 to the under this season on the road. For Detroit, they've gone under in 9 of their last 10 games, including 7 of their last 8 at home. The Nets are likely going to be without significant players here. Thomas, Simmons, Cam Johnson. So that's probably going to affect them as well, Tony. We're going to go under 215.5 here with the Nets and the Pistons on Thursday.
All right, Ramon Scott, get his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Nets and Pistons to go under total here up to 15.5. All right, guys, be sure to find Ramon's premium plays, get his best by clicking the link in the description, and get signed up. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. Here we got three-pack from Ramon. Okay, let's get to the next game. It's going to be 7:30 Eastern time, and a pretty good one here. As we'll move the chains here and get to the next game. It's going to be this one here. TNT to televise here. Heat and the Mavericks, a pretty good matchup here. Mavericks now 4.5, the total 230.
Yeah, and maybe two teams going in opposite directions here a little bit of late, but I'm feeling contrarian favorite here, I think, is the way I'm going to end up calling this one, Tony. I think the Heat are going to be pretty popular at the window, quite frankly, tomorrow. But no Hero, no Love. Those two are also, I believe, ruled out of Friday's games as well. So we are not going to see Tyler Hero and Kevin Love here in this one. The Mavericks, they are struggling a bit, certainly. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games, so they are starting to feel the heat and the pressure, the heat, if you will, the pressure a little bit right now to get this thing back on track. A nationally televised game here, that's not a factor, but the factor is the Mavs need a win bad, and I think they're going to be able to take advantage here of a little bit of a short roster here on Miami. You know, it was only about a month ago Miami was on a massive losing streak. They've turned it around now and really shown, I think, who they are, but I think they'll be a little bit shorthanded here. I'm going to lay the points with the Mavs. I think that's a contrarian favorite tonight, Tony. I think the Heat are going to be pretty popular with the window. I want the Mavs.
All right, Ramon Scott, get his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find the link there in the description. Heat and Mavericks on TNT. He says take the Mavericks here at minus the 4.5. I said, remember, the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 20% off all premium pick packages. I look for Ramon on the side. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. We go to the game in late night time at 10 o'clock Eastern time, so we'll move the chains here and get to this one right here. We just concluding as we film here, the Spurs and Kings, an impressive performance by the Kings that just pound the Lakers here. And again, these are the Lakers. These are the Lakers, right? One up, then they come down. It's just the yo-yo season. Actually, you can say the same thing for both teams, actually, because the Kings have had their issues. But anyway, Sacramento here going to be laying at 10.5. And we see the total coming here at 238.
Yeah, I was in pocket with the Kings. Nobody cares about that, Tony. But, man, they couldn't miss. The Lakers could not stop the Kings last night. But, hey, we're going to get them on a back-to-back here. They're going to take on San Antonio. No Victor Wembanyama here for this one. Already ruled out of this game for the Spurs tonight, Tony. So maybe there's two ways you can look at it. I mean, his defensive presence certainly brings 20 points to the table as well, but I think that will be the big story in this one. I'm going to end up going over here in this one, Tony, with the Spurs and the Kings. Yeah, maybe San Antonio and has had some unders of late, but I think the dynamics of this one, without Wembanyama in there, the Kings on the back-to-back, Here, 10.5 point favorite. I think this one's going to be right up there, getting into the 240s here in this one tonight. We've seen that quite frequently with the Spurs in some of these games. And let's go over 238 tonight with Spurs and King.
Ramon Scott, get his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you find his best bets, Spurs and Kings here for Thursday night. He likes the total of 238. There are some 238 and a halves out there. Do your online shopping. Get the best number. All right, there you go here with our NBA rundown here, provided here with Ramon Scott. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. Headed into into a Thursday with NBA. Pretty big card for an NBA here on a Thursday. Lots of college hoops. We're into Arch Madness, so afternoon, and morning games now. An auction on the ice, a big NHL card. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, make sure you get on board early on because they are those. That's our favorite part of March. Tony, it doesn't matter if it's the first round of the tournament, conference tournaments, whatever. When we start to get into these day games, that's real fun, and that's what we got tomorrow. Just want to make sure everyone knows in college basketball, we're ready to start rolling on some weekday games starting tomorrow, or starting today, on Thursday. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com in college basketball. You see we're having a pretty good run there, and dating back to last year, I'm pretty much number one on the site. College basketball for the last, since the start of 2023, actually, here at Tony'sPicks.com. So use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine in NCAA basketball, the NBA. You know, we're going to have a nice package tomorrow with that big card, and we'll also have a big hockey card tomorrow as well. So please check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout for all those single day packages. We'll have 3-game, 5-game, 7-game, whatever the case may be, Tony. That promo code gets you that 20% off. And also, don't forget long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. And Tony, you know what I did? I got together and I got a Major League Baseball package together. If anybody's ready to roll here in just a couple of weeks, it's going to be you and me, buddy. Dodgers and Padres starting the season here real quick like. I don't like our chances, Tony. I'll bow to you now. But I'm ready to roll in the major leagues, man. Talk about daytime action. We had some fun watching spring training games already. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll be ready to roll with a great March here in college basketball.
That's right, guys. Everyone's got over at Tony's Picks. Those long-term passes. Remember that 1-month pass covers March Madness, the NCAA tournament, conference tournaments, NIT, CBI. Is there a CIT? Well, whatever there is in the conference tournaments, you'll get them from Ramon. Of course, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. All right, guys, keep an eye on this site, on our channel. Ramon will also have a 3-pack from hockey as well as a 3-pack here from college basketball. So check it out. We're good with Ramon's plays here on the channel. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys down the road.